I'm gonna check out all the coolest scenes that Superman was filmed here in downtown Cleveland.
Cleveland.
Did you catch yourself looking at Cleveland?
Can't help but notice it. It's a character in the film.
And it's superhero.
Superman.
Just knowing the roots of Superman, the creators were born here, they shot the movie here, like you can't ask for anything better.
Together on the big screen.
It just brings a lot of pride to the city.
It's so
Welcome to Cleveland. That's f***ing gold. This is one of the oldest buildings in Cleveland. The architecture is like magnificent.
I got tickets to go to the top of Terminal Tower to see the best views of the city.
Our tour starts in 15 minutes, but as you can see, like, this is the place to be. Just went up the first elevator. It takes 2 elevators to get to the top.
But check out this view. This is Public Square, where they had the big fight scene near the beginning of the movie with that giant alien. It was so cool to see the alien literally fitting right in the downtown area you walk around every day. And it was so cool to see it smashing into all the local buildings. The CGI was just insane in these movies.
I've been to the very top of Key Tower, and this is my first time at the very top of Terminal Tower. I have to say, this view is better than Key Bank's because I can see Key Bank from here versus Key Bank you can't. But besides the point, this is where Superman was filmed. Today I'm gonna be going to all the coolest spots and just geeking out about how cool that movie was.
This isn't just like a comic book character from Cleveland. Like, this is the comic book character.
As Cleveland morphed into the Man of Steel's world.
It's a lot.
To see, like, the movie was mostly filmed here.
We're bringing Superman home.
Baseball stadium scene. You know they actually filmed it there?
Yeah. Oh, I knew. I mean, I assumed, but I was like, there's.
It's right by that bridge. It's the bridge I fell off.
Okay, so that was Terminal Tower. We were just at the very top of it. So this is the whole public square. This was like early in the scene. There was a big fight scene, that big like alien monster. This is where it was. So when I was watching this movie, it was like watching a simulation of like a monster in a big playground of where I live every day. And this was such a cool spot to film because there's not very many people in Cleveland, right? So like, I was actually here when they were filming and like they had broken cars on the side of the road. There was a bunch of extras around versus like in New York City, right? There's so many just normal people that you would have to clear the whole city to actually film something like this. But Cleveland is like low key, so it's perfect. And then they just CGI all the other buildings. But I'm gonna take you to a lot more cool spots and I'm gonna show off Cleveland because it's a beautiful place here. So this is the bus stop I get off at work every day. And like when I'm watching the movie, I see these bus stops. Here, let's get, turn around back at me. That actually wasn't my bus, but you get the point. Super cool to see a bus stop in my movie. This was my favorite part of the whole entire movie. Obviously, the one and only Key Tower. When he walks through these doors that I'm about to walk in, I was geeking in the movie theater. I was so excited. Kind of a flex to say Superman walked through the same doors I did. Oh, it's closed. All right, we can't see the inside, but that's all right. You'll see it in another vlog of mine. Obviously, this building was called Stag Enterprises. It wasn't like Key Tower, but this is the doors that Superman walked through. Pretty cool. All right, next. Of course, it's raining right now. Hopefully it doesn't keep raining because if it keeps raining, I'm gonna have to pause this film session and for another day. But I don't know, you tell me, what do you think? It looks like it's pretty cloudy, not gonna lie. Okay, now the real question is, what is better, DC Comics or Marvel? Because I grew up a big Marvel fan. I love Iron Man. Superman was always like, eh. So let me know in the comments if you like DC Comics or Marvel better. There was a lot of stuff filmed here too. Like I think he got arrested on these stairs over here.
Of course, decided those rights don't apply to extra.
This is like the public library. And I remember when they were filming here, they had a big crane that was like up as high as these buildings and they probably attached him to it to like fly around. And there was a bunch of like prop cars that were like smashed in and stuff. This was the Daily Planet building, the newspaper company that was like, you know, framing Superman for being an asshole.
You'd recognize the Leader building
as the Daily Planet newspaper.
I mean, what an iconic building in Cleveland, in the history of Cleveland. I mean, you know, to take it back to the leader newspaper, and here we are establishing it as the Daily Planet.
But it doesn't stop there. We all recognized the arcade.
We made it to the most famous spot filmed in Cleveland, Ohio for the Superman movie, the arcade. This is where the scene of the, you know, them flying up, kissing, super romantic. You know, every kid's dream, right? Just kidding, my dream was to own a Corvette, always.
Have you ever met Miss Lindy? She's a gal with the bright red hair. Now she stands out from all the rest. You know her anywhere. Where she's mine. Yeah, she's mine.
So this is obviously where the main part was filmed. You know, I'm not good at CGI, so I can't Photoshop myself, you know, spinning in circles. But this was like a beautiful scene, and the arcade was perfect for this. And this was like the most popular clip of the whole movie representing Cleveland. This building was a hotel that was built like a long time ago. I actually originally think it was a mall, like a shopping mall. But let's just look around here. This place is magnificent. I think there's a wedding going on, so I can't walk downstairs. Imagine getting married in a place like this, though. Like, that's goals. I wonder how much it costs. Let's look it up, let's look it up. How much does it cost to get a wedding here? All right, I got the answer. This place as a wedding venue is $15,000 to $25,000. I honestly don't know that much about weddings, so let me know, is that expensive? That sounds really expensive, but also like, this is beautiful. Have you ever thought about weddings and stuff? So, you know, obviously Superman, you know, he's a player. He's got all the powers in the world. So when he's getting tired of Lois Lane, he needs a little side action. He likes to go to this Residence Inn. So this is where Superman takes his side hose. All right, there's this pizza shop. I'm gonna take a little break, get some pizza. I don't know if Superman eats pizza, he's pretty strong. This is 4th Street. This is one of the most like beautiful little streets of Cleveland. There's a bunch of restaurants and it's always crowded, always a lot going on. Oh, bro, I just want like good pizza.
Is this the place?
Yeah, this is it. You're like, I'm awkward, but I
work account, which, bro, I hit like 7K on my work account.
No, so horrible. You're so good at like boosting. I wish I could do that shit, but I'm just so awkward and make you emotional, you know?
I feel like
the bridge that I cross every single day to get to downtown Cleveland is the bridge that gets totally destroyed at the end of the movie, but Superman saves that chick. So this is a perfect starting point. Entering the city, one of the coolest scenes in Superman. Superman was actually created in Cleveland. Like, the creators of the comic started in 1930 in Cleveland, Ohio. Right now, I'm driving to their house. It's like 12 minutes away from me. So I figured I'd check it out, see what's there. I was like, this would be a good way to end the video. Go to the original artist that created like one of the most iconic superheroes in history. So this is it. They do have the history here, like what I didn't know what to explain in the car. This guy named Jerry, not Jerry Seinfeld. I know Jerry Seinfeld loved Superman, but he was a teenage boy who lived here during the Great Depression. And basically these two kids lived here and created Superman during those hard times. They just had big dreams and a lot of creativity, I guess. But that's actually such a cool story.
yeah, that's the actual Superman.
Oh, good.
So this is the main actor?
Yeah, this is David Cornsworth, the Superman, and this is the Lois Lane.
Awesome. So somebody actually lives in that house, but that is where the idea of Superman was created. And the house is decked out with all these decorations. I even got to sign a book. Everyone who has visited that house has signed their name in this book. Even the Superman actor himself signed his name in that book. It's so cool to see something so big time be shown in a small city like Cleveland. I'm happy I made this video, and subscribe because Superman said so.